Did you know streaming to multiple platforms like Facebook bandwidth? Navigate into settings and then into the stream section. From here, you'll want to first things first. Make sure you already have OBS Studio installed on your computer and go ahead and open it up. Once that's done, you'll want to navigate into settings and then into the stream section. From here, you'll want to choose Restream.io from the service list. Restream allows you to easily broadcast to multiple platforms at once, while offloading all the additional bandwidth and resources to the cloud. Now, you'll want to click Connect Account. From here, you can sign up for a brand new account or log into an existing one. Whichever you choose, you'll just want to make sure you authorize OBS to access and stream to your account. And that's it for setting up OBS. Now let's get our end platforms added to Restream. Open up a browser and head to Restream.io and log into your account. Once you land on your dashboard, choose Add Destinations and add any platforms you want to stream to. Adding channels to Restream is simple and consists of selecting your destination, logging into the platform, and authorizing Restream to stream to that platform. Then just repeat this process for however many channels you want to add. Keep in mind, no matter how many platforms you add, it won't affect your computer or require additional upload bandwidth. And that's it. You're ready to go live. Simply click Start Streaming in OBS Studio and Restream will instantly begin sending your stream out to each and every platform you added. You can use our built-in OBS widgets to monitor the live chat from each platform, which platforms you're going live to, and even update titles in your game. So, are you ready to get started? Then open up the description below for an exclusive Restream deal just for our YouTube audience. As always, I head to Restream.io the platform and authorizing Restream to stream to that platform. Additional upload. Restream will insert our built-in OBS widgets to monitor the live chat from each platform, which platforms you add from each platform, which streaming in OBS Studio platform. Then just repeat. Adding channels to Restream is choose Add Destinations and add any platforms you want to stream to. Destination platform. Then just repeat this process for however many channels you want to add. Keep in mind, no matter how many platforms you add, it won't affect your computer or require additional upload bandwidth. And that's it. You're ready to go live. Simply click Start Streaming in OBS Studio and Restream will instantly begin sending your stream out to each and every platform you added. You can use our built-in OBS widgets to monitor the live chat from each platform, which platforms you're going live to, and even update titles in your game. So, are you ready to get started? Then open up the description below for an exclusive Restream deal just for our YouTube audience. As always, I've been Randy from Restream, and have yourself an awesome multi-stream.
"15 OBS things you might do wrong every single day." I'm not going to waste your time at all. I'm going to actually show you some of them right now. Let's go in here. So whenever you're setting up OBS, the first stop that you should be doing is setting up your settings properly from the ground up. So many of you guys are screwing up those settings. Let me disappear. See right behind me, right over here, the settings bar. Let's go over some settings that you are probably botching that may end up screwing up your stream. Most of my clients screw up at least one thing I'm talking about in this video out of the 15 things you may be doing wrong. So click Settings. The first one we want to take a look at, this is a fresh profile, is going to the Video tab. I'll reappear really quick. And there's a couple things here that a lot of folks don't quite understand. The first thing I want to talk about is getting your frame rate of your content right. So a lot of people think that higher frame rate equals better frame rate all of the time. So there's two main frame rate things that you want to consider. So you're either going to want to go with either 30 frames per second, which is what OBS defaults at, or you're going to want to increase your frame rate up to 60 frames per second, depending on what type of content you're doing. Right now, I'm streaming at 60 frames per second because my camera is 60 frames per second, and I have the bandwidth to handle that. But for most of you guys, especially if you have limited computer resources, you want to consider streaming at and recording at 30 frames per second because you can basically pack in more bits every single time, every single second that you're streaming, and to get a higher quality signal, to get a higher quality product. 60 frames per second is generally only needed for high motion streams, for gameplay, for sports, for example, or if you have a really high fidelity camera that you're wanting to show off, 60 frames per second makes sense. So 90% of the time, you guys should be selecting 30 frames per second, and you can actually get a higher quality stream and a higher quality recording if you do so. It's one thing you may be doing wrong every day. Number two thing that you may be doing wrong every day is selecting the wrong resolution for your canvas versus your actual scaled output. So a lot of folks don't understand what the difference between these two settings is in OBS, and they're completely different. So let me show you what they are and help you understand how to do the best settings for these, because it's something I see screwed up all of the time. OBS will default your canvas, aka this area that you see right back here, as 1080p, as full HD. This canvas area you see here in OBS where you line everything up and you get everything going, right? Well, that's just your canvas. That's not what's being outputted to the live stream itself or to the recording itself, and that's something that you guys need to be thinking about. Let's talk about those considerations. Going back in the settings menu, video tab, this is where you do it. So let's say most of you guys will probably want to do 1920 by 1080 as your canvas. That's full HD, because most of you will be dealing with full HD on your computer. But your canvas size should be whatever the largest input is that you're putting into OBS. So what do I mean by that? If you have a 4K camera, if you have a 4K capture card, your canvas should be 4K. Okay, if you have a 1080p capture card, if you have a 1080p camera, your canvas should be 1080p, because you want your canvas to be the size of the largest input you're bringing in, so you don't have to scale it constantly down or up. What do I mean by that? So let's say that your canvas is 1080p, which is the size that mine is right now that you guys are watching. What that means is that your output can be something different than that. So let's say your canvas right back here, the little black
जैसे नीचे लगा वीडियो में आ चुके हैं, और आज मैं तुम्हें बताने वाला हूँ तुम कैसे अपने सिंगल मॉनिटर में अपनी चैट रीड कर सकते हो बिना किसी अपने मोबाइल फ़ोन को यूज़ करे। मतलब बहुत प्रॉब्लम होते हैं मोबाइल फ़ोन में। मैं लिटरली कुछ दिन से चैट रीड कर रहा था, गार्ड फट गई थी मेरी, सही में कह रहा हूँ। बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती है, मतलब मोबाइल डेड हो जाता है, रात को नेटफ्लिक्स नहीं देख पाता, और फ़ोन आता है कभी कभार किसी का या मैसेज आता है तो वो बार बार, समझ रहे हो, करना बहुत गेम के बीच सब सपोज करो तुम वैलोरेंट या एपेक्स से अपना गेम खेल रहे हो और उसके अंदर तुम्हें एकदम से मोबाइल आ जाए कुछ आ जाए तुम्हारा चैट भी चलना बंद हो जाए और फिर समझ रहे हो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती थी मुझे। तो मैंने कुछ नेट पे सर्च करा और थोड़ा बहुत रेडिट वैडिट या कुछ देखा तो मेरे को एक सोल्यूशन मिला जो कि बहुत तुम्हारे चैट रीड करने का काम को बहुत इजी कर देगा, बहुत ज़्यादा इजी। जो कि सॉफ्टवेयर का नाम है सी थ्रू विंडोज़। ये बिल्कुल फ्री है, कुछ क्रैक नहीं करना, जेन्युइन साइट है, जेन्युइन सॉफ्टवेयर है। सीधा वेबसाइट पे जाना, तुम्हें इस वेबसाइट की लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगी। बिना किसी थर्ड पार्टी सोर्स के डाउनलोड करे बिना, मतलब किसी क्रैक करने के बिना। और तुम इसको जब नीचे करोगे तो यहाँ पे 3 ऑप्शन आएंगे। जो भी तुम्हारा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का बिट है, जो कि ये मत देखना 64 बिट का नॉर्मल डाउनलोड कर लेना, जो कि विंडोज 10 यूज़ कर रहे हैं। अगर तुम 7 यूज़ कर रहे हो एक बार अपना बिट चेक कर लेना, अगर 32 बिट तो नहीं है। अगर तुम 64 बिट यूज़ कर मतलब विंडोज 10 यूज़ कर रहे हो कोई भी वर्जन विंडोज 10 11 तो ये थर्ड ऑप्शन पे है डाउनलोड विंडोज 64 करके, इसको डाउनलोड कर लेना। कुछ MB का है, क्लिक करोगे डाउनलोड हो जाएगा। इसे ओपन करना, मेरे में आ रहा है रिपेयर और रिमूव करने को, मैं ऑलरेडी डाउनलोड कर चुका हूँ, काफ़ी वक्त से यूज़ कर रहा हूँ तो मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा। कैंसिल, यस, क्लोज। और तुम्हें इसको बंद कर देना है, साइट को डाउनलोड करके इंस्टॉल कर लेना एंड फिर सर्च कर लेना सी थ्रू विंडो। ये आ गया तुम्हारा एप्लीकेशन, इसे नॉर्मली ओपन कर लेना। ये देखो तुम्हारा टास्क बार में आ जाएगा। तुम इसको जब नीचे करोगे तो यहाँ पे 3 ऑप्शन आएंगे। जो भी तुम्हारा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का बिट है, जो कि ये मत देखना 64 बिट का नॉर्मल डाउनलोड कर लेना, जो कि विंडोज 10 यूज़ कर रहे हैं। अगर तुम 7 यूज़ कर रहे हो एक बार अपना बिट चेक कर लेना, अगर 32 बिट तो नहीं है। अगर तुम 64 बिट यूज़ कर मतलब विंडोज 10 यूज़ कर रहे हो कोई भी वर्जन विंडोज 10 11 तो ये थर्ड ऑप्शन पे है डाउनलोड विंडोज 64 करके, इसको डाउनलोड कर लेना। कुछ MB का है, क्लिक करोगे डाउनलोड हो जाएगा। इसे ओपन करना, मेरे में आ रहा है रिपेयर और रिमूव करने को, मैं ऑलरेडी डाउनलोड कर चुका हूँ, काफ़ी वक्त से यूज़ कर रहा हूँ तो मैं कुछ नहीं करूँगा। कैंसिल, यस, क्लोज। और तुम्हें इसको बंद कर देना है, साइट को डाउनलोड करके इंस्टॉल कर लेना एंड फिर सर्च कर लेना सी थ्रू विंडो। ये आ गया तुम्हारा एप्लीकेशन, इसे नॉर्मली ओपन कर लेना। ये देखो तुम्हारा टास्क बार में आ जाएगा इसका चश्मा सा बना हुआ, इसे ओपन कर लिया ऐसे मैंने। और यहाँ पे तुम्हें आएगा, पहले कोई अपनी होट की सिलेक्ट कर लेना, कोई भी जो तुम्हें इजी रहती है यूज़ करने में। मतलब जब तुम्हें वो चैट ट्रांसलेट करना है